Your daily escape is brought to you by me, Cassie, with Oddball Escapes. About 250 miles south of Lima is a town called Nazca. This is where you will find the infamous Nazca lines. The best way to view them is from the air, so flight seeing tours are available. There's also an observation tower on the ground, but this doesn't really give you the bird's eye view necessary to appreciate the size of these formations. So, what can you see? Most of the shapes depict animals and sometimes humans and plants. Some are more clearly visible than others. If you take a flight seeing tour, you may see the monkey, hummingbird, there's a frigate bird, a giant bird, a condor, and also a spider. Again, lots of animals and birds, but there's also a tree, hands, and a round headed human looking shape known as the astronaut. But what are these? What is it that you're looking at? Basically, they're geoglyphs that have been etched into the ground. This was done by the people in the area of Nazca dating back to about 200 BC to 600 AD timeframe. The landscape here is very dry and rocky, and when they carved out the stone from the top layer, it left the lighter stone underneath visible. They didn't have to dig very deep. Most of the lines are only 4 to 12 inches deep, but some of the shapes are huge. Some are nearly 1,000 feet wide. The longest glyph found at Nazca is about 9 miles long. There are so many of them spread out over nearly 250 square miles. Now, in order to create them, the people most likely set up a grid system made of wood or rope, and basically they carved the designs to scale. Why were these created? Yeah, that still remains a mystery. The most popular theory is that these were a part of the Nazca people's religious beliefs. Perhaps they were carved as offerings to the gods, and of course, the gods would have been able to see them from the sky. So, are the Nazca lines on your bucket list on your trip to Peru? Just so you know, the lines in Nazca, Peru are not the only ones in the world, but they are some of the most famous. Plus, they're very well preserved. The region is so dry with very little rain or wind, so we still can see these shapes today. And that's why they are now a UNESCO World Heritage Site. And they're available for you to visit and see for yourself.